Hi, I'm Dr. Games. Welcome to another Gamer Skills video. The topic today is the difference between CDs, DVDs, and Blu-ray Discs. They all look pretty similar. They're all 120 millimeters in diameter and all 1.2 millimeters thick. They have one shiny side that's colored silver or very dark blue. That's where the data goes. And they all have one side that usually has the printing on them. They're all designed to hold digital information. The first of these is the compact disc or CD. The development of the idea started in the late 1960s, and it was commercially developed by a company named Philips, who formally started a project in 1977. CDs were initially produced to record audio. A CD was designed to hold up to 700 megabytes of information, and this corresponds to about 80 minutes of recorded video at 44.1 kilohertz and a depth of 16 bits. I don't want to get into too many details and technical stats on it, but human hearing generally falls in the 20 to 20,000 hertz or 20 kilohertz range. That's oscillations per second. By more than doubling the sample rate, the thought was that the sound quality on a CD would be indistinguishable from nature. Interestingly enough, the first CDs produced were classical music, and many of the listeners complained that CDs actually caught too much of the sound from the orchestra, such as noise from the string frets, coughs, chair squeaks, etc. The main limitation of CDs was that the sound was simply stereo. The initial audio CD standard was captured and recorded in something called the Red Book, and a whole series of rainbow books followed. These covered a variety of CD formats. A common thread with all of the digital discs is that there are far more formats specified than ever have been used in practice. For example, CDs can now be produced that use Dolby surround sound and DTS sound files. CDs can also use interlaced wave files that produce surround sound. And there was also something called quadraphonic sound that allowed especially encoded CDs to produce sound for 4 speakers. The key is that you've got to have a commercial capability to decrypt those things for those to be of any use. What you'll find today, though, is that if you put a CD into your DVD or Blu-ray player, and often they can play CDs too, you can listen to a DTS or Dolby CD because most DVD and Blu-ray players have decoders for those two encryption schemes. The computer gaming market was used to using 1.4 megabyte magnetic discs. A user might have to insert 4, 5, or more of these diskettes to install a typical game. Naturally, the computer software industry turned to CDs as a way of installing larger programs more efficiently. Also, CDs were much more robust than the earlier magnetic diskettes. Although there are versions of CDs for video, in particular video CDs and super video CDs, these never really caught on. Enter the DVD. Both the CD and DVD rely on red light lasers to read the data, but a DVD has far greater capacity. A single layer DVD can hold up to about 4.7 gigabytes of data. We'll talk about the format of DVDs in more detail in a later video, but most of you know that a DVD for entertainment often has both video and audio folders. Initially, DVDs were designed as both audio discs and video discs. The main advantage of the DVD audio disc over a CD was that it could have much higher fidelity. The most typical audio configuration for a video is 48 kilohertz at 16 bits. However, the specification for audio discs actually went to 192 kilohertz and beyond. Alas, as with CDs, many of the DVD standards available were never implemented in commercial practice. DVDs also introduced a new practice, which was creating multiple layers. A 2-layer DVD is able to hold up to 8.5 gigabytes of information. DVDs were both used for data to include computer software, but their biggest commercial application was as video media. DVDs were also the first digital media to see widespread piracy protection measures, including things like regional control, variable encryption schemes, etc. The Blu-ray uses a blue light laser to encode the information. The blue light laser has a much smaller wavelength, and consequently the Blu-ray digital disc is able to hold significantly more information on it than even a DVD. A dual layer Blu-ray is able to hold up to 50 gigabytes of information, and some application Blu-rays can put up to 100 gigabits of data on a single dual layer Blu-ray disc. Blu-ray discs have significantly more capabilities than DVDs. DVDs had a simple scripting language included on them. It was roughly the equivalent of an assembler language on a computer. Blu-rays, on the other hand, are able to use JavaScript and Java to accomplish a wide variety of programming tasks. We'll talk more about how the digital media works and the structure of the various types of digital media in future videos. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and support the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and that's all for this video.